see, this video is about trying to find the mass of a specific element in a compound. So let's say we have some uh, C2H4 and we're just trying to find the mass of just carbon. Okay, well there's two ways to do it. Okay, so the one way you can do it is percent composition. Okay, so to do that, you have to take the C2H4 and you have to find the percent of carbon in C2H4. So what you want to do first is get the molar mass. So we'll go 2 carbons. Each carbon is roughly 12. I'm rounding a little bit. And so that's 24 grams. There's 4 hydrogens in C2H4. Each is around 1 gram. So that's 4 grams. If you total that up, the molar mass of C2H4 is 28 grams. Then what you can do is you can just find the percent of just carbon by taking the part of carbon, 24 grams, divided by the total, 28 grams. Okay, now you could take it times 100 if you want, but you don't really need to. So on your calculator, it's going to say, like, if you just round it to a couple digits, it's going to say like 0.86, which is equal to, if we multiplied it times 100, 86%. But I wouldn't multiply it by 100, because what you need to do next is you need to take the mass that they give you in the problem. You need to take this 23.5 grams and you're going to multiply that by the percent of carbon in the compound, which is 86%, but in your calculator you want to enter 86% as 0.86. And when you do that, you're going to end up getting 20.1 grams. Okay? So to do it by percent, first of all you find the molar mass, and then you take the mass of just carbon divided by the total. That will tell you the percent of just carbon in the compound. And so then you take the percent of just carbon and multiply it by the mass of the compound, and that will tell you the mass of just carbon. Another way to do it is using a picket fence or stoichiometry, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and so it would go like this. Now this is another way you can do it. Maybe you would find this way easier. But you first write down how many grams of the compound you have, C2H4. And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to change that to moles using the molar mass. So 1 mole C2H4. And that we already calculated that. That's 28 grams C2H4. Oops. And then you're going to do this step right here. In 1 mole of C2H4, okay, in 1 mole of C2H4, how many grams of that is just carbon? And we calculated that up here. There's 24 grams of just carbon in 1 mole of C2H4. So this is just the molar mass of just the element that you're trying to find in the compound, which we calculated it up here. And so if you do all that math, you end up getting the same answer that we got up above, 20.1 grams carbon. Really, you're just doing the exact same thing, the same math, because 24 divided by 28 is 0.86. So you're basically taking 0.86 times 23.5. So there's 2 different ways to do it. You can do it either way you want. Okay? Let's practice one more problem. And I would like you to pause this video and see if you can do it. And then start the video and see if you get it right, because I'll work it out. Okay. All right, 2.8 grams of ammonia. So the first thing we're going to do is find the molar mass. So we got 1 nitrogen in ammonia, and that's 14 grams, if I round a little bit. So that's 14 grams. 3 hydrogens, each times 1 gram, that's 3 grams. If you add that together, that's 17 grams. That's the molar mass of NH3. So to find the percent, so this first way I'm showing you to do it with a percent composition, divide the part of nitrogen, because we're trying to find the mass of nitrogen. So pick the element that you want, divide it by the whole, okay, and that's going to give you the percent, which is around 70%. So I'm just going to write 0.70. All right, and then what you would do is you would take that 0.70 or 70%, and you're going to multiply it. So you're going to multiply that times 2.80. 2.80 grams. And if you do that, you end up getting 2.31 grams of just nitrogen. Okay? The other way you can do it is with a picket fence. So you write down 2.80 grams ammonia. All right, well, first, whenever you're in grams, the only thing you can really do is change it to moles. So 1 mole ammonia equals 17 grams of ammonia. That's the molar mass. We calculated that up here. And then, in 1 mole of NH3, how many grams of just nitrogen? Because we just want the mass of nitrogen. Well, there are 14 grams of just nitrogen. And so if you do that, you would end up getting the same exact answer that we had above, 2.31 grams of nitrogen. So either way works. Okay, that's it.